trying to make it like a very, very fast. Where, okay, I thought we were going into the draft, but now we're just looking at the players, looking at everything going on. Gorgeous is looking happy. Sakai is looking happy. Arcadia is smiling, so at least they're still in good spirits.
And I think Gorgeous is doing everything he can right now to lift up the spirits. He seems like, is he like the loudest guy in Red Giants? That's why. I think he's doing some motivating right now.
Boosting up the morale.
Yeah, exactly.
Relaxed position. Oh, meanwhile, Onic, they're the ones who are not smiling.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh!
Okay. Super stiff.
All right.
So Super Red is really sick, so now Super Stiff has to go in, and this is very new, but to be fair, in MPM Malaysia, Super Stiff is, how do I say this? He's reliable.
Yeah.
He's not as super carry oriented like Super Red, but he can get the job done.
What type of marksman does he like? The Claude, Beatrix, the conventional marksman?
Yeah, from what I remember, it's pretty much all conventional marksmen.
I would say when it comes to mid laners and gold laners, there's not much variety between them.
You should know the Beatrix, you should know the Claude, Brody if you're feeling it, maybe the Moskov. Other than that, you're good.
Melissa.
Melissa as well.
Yeah, okay.
So then if that's the case, in that point we were talking about how Red Giants can now draft for a less gold lane focused type of lineup. Should do good for them. They can balance out the distribution of power and importance a little bit more. Yes, at the end of the day, gold laners are still going to be the cream of the crop, but then you can put in other options. I really want to see them pick up something like a Martis here, something who can snowball for a team.
Okay, but wait.
Oh, Onyx first pick.
Onyx first pick.
Onyx
on the right side, okay.
Well, I mean, this is what we asked for Red Giants to be the second pick. So, first picking Ling on Kyrie.
Why not?
That is scary.
Why not?
Yeah.
Now I want to see the Hilda.
Hilda. Just pick up someone who can lock down the lane.
Yeah, maybe, but they can save it for later. I like this pick. We talked about Valentina.
I mean, Onic could get Hilda later.
True.
But that's kind of dangerous as well.
True, but my God, Valentina and Claude here for their first pick from side of Yoodo. I like it, right? They try to somehow give the heroes that can play around here, but then again, Super Stiff, I haven't seen him play. So hopefully he is that reliable, right? Let's see the response from side of Onic. Kaja is open, and also a good hero. Why not Kaja and Arlet again?
I think Arlet, sure. Just be careful that your final slash can be taken away.
Yeah.
Honestly, both are fine. If they want, they could pick up the Hilda themselves, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so right now, Onic are really looking at Red Giants and saying that, okay, we're going to be looking at Sakai's. We're going to be looking into pressuring him and giving him a difficult time to play here. This needs to be... It's a big problem right now for Red Giants because now they want to pick up something that can match your rotational speed and what the Ling brings to the table, but then you're up against a Hilda and you're paired up with a Valentina, so if you pick up an assassin, it's still gonna have a hard time. I feel like at this point they really should just pick up a fighter jungler and just accept the fact that they're not gonna be able to match the rotational speed of the Ling.
Martis or Fredrin should be fine. If they want, they can pick up maybe even a Florin. Just have a little bit of healing, making sure that they don't get bursted very, very fast. But they're picking up a Cho, so it looks like Pancake just wants a comfortable hero for himself.
But they're going to face a huge problem here, right? Onic will ban the fighter junglers here in the second phase. Of Martis as the Fredrin, they will definitely ban it out. And asking a huge question to Sakai is here. What are you going to play? Are you still going to commit to another assassin here?
I would say the other one might be Bane.
Yeah,
it takes time a little bit to scale, but I think it's still alright, you know?
Yeah, should be better. If they want something that can deal a little bit more damage, a Bane would be great. If it's not going to be something like a Martis or a Fredrin, I'm all in for the Bane as well for Red Giants. We know for the side of Onic, they can... I like the ban of the Harith, honestly, by Red Giants. Onic, though, they still have the Brody available for them, but I think Red Giants might consider taking it out. If it's not, then they might pick it up for themselves. If it's not going to be the Rodi, then yeah, it's just going to be the Beatrix so that they have that wave clear.
Or banning on the Eve. Oh, 1-1.
Oh, 1-1.
Okay. So they're focusing on CW here, which I don't know if that's the right approach or not, because CW has a plethora of hero pools in their side, in his side, and Onic, I don't know. They definitely want to pick up a burst mage here for sort of Onic. A rock band though, makes sense.
Right now, looking at this, okay, so EXP, jungler, kind of feel like you already basically seen your EXP matchup.
Yeah.
So maybe this, I guess you couldn't go wrong by taking either. So here, Martis, Fredrin, or the Bane is going to be very good for the jungle. For EXP, I don't know. What are we thinking about? Terizla?
Terizla. I like it.
I'd want to see them have a little bit more wave clear. Maybe something a bit faster than that.
Lapu, just in case. Very backline heavy kind of. But if that's the case, I think better just to pick up your EXP a little bit later to see whether you need the Lapu or not.
Oh.
Box that was not that I was expecting, but okay.
Yeah, for the jungle.
Yeah.
But then, actually, it's okay too. Because then Kiboy will think twice. Because like if Boxer can just keep throwing shields at Kiboy, Kiboy's just gonna start wondering, hey, wait, this is harder than the first game.
It's like,
mess him up.
He's looking at that. Okay, revitalize, not this time.
And it equalizes on the mobility if you're going up against a Ling, right? With the shield unity, you're able to cover most of the map. And there you go, the response from the side of Onic and Farsa for securing a high ground, and I will not be surprised here if CW picks up a mage gold lane here. Oh, no, he will deal up physics. So 4 physical heroes, only Farsa that deals magic.
Lapu here?
Lapu most like, I like the Lapu pickup. They haven't shown a Yuzong yet, but the Yuzong would be too much just for the Farsa. It can still apply a good amount of pressure for the Beatrix. You know what? I'd be okay with that.
So good communication is going to be key between him and as well as the EXP laner.
And all the more they're going to have to delegate and spread around the void that was left by Super Red. And I agree, our analysts picked up on it. The fact that, hey, they're not drafting so Super Red centric, and maybe this time around in game 2, we're able to actually see the final form of what a non-Super Red-centric Yoodo Red Giants might look like. But in the face of an Onic that has all the momentum behind them and a sea of black and yellow in the crowds here in Historia, Sinayan, then I don't know, it might be too little too late. Do you think it's too little too late?
I don't know. I think my only hope is that maybe Super Red has rubbed off onto Super Sif this time. Because again, before this, he is a very, I wouldn't even say mediocre. I think he is a very stable gold laner, but we don't expect him to do a CW play with a 1-1 or even with Super Red to hard carry a game. This time around, if we do see glimpses of that, I think that's more than what I could ask for.
Yep. So what we want to see here is a good, clean match. If we do make it to game 3, then that's on Yoodo Red Giants. If Onic wants to sweep and move on to the next round and meet their opponents in the next stage, that's on them too, especially with a Ling in the hands of Kyrie. It's a counter start for each of our junglers. Sakai is here on his purple while Kyrie makes quick work, going for double camps in the first go.
Well, I think for Skies, he knows what his job is going to be. It's about oppression, it's about speed, it's about outpacing your opponent. And I think this is one of the very few matchups where it's not a question of mobility, it's a question of oppression. But the early kill might just fall into the hands of Sand so far. Both Keyboy as well as Pancake trading blows as the Lethal Wanderer will fall into the hands of Yoodo Red Giants.
And that's off of the back of Pancake's respect to the early game damage. If you'll recall, in game 1, there was an early kill, right? In mid by Kyrie, 2 for none. And here Pancake says, you know what, we can't go at that pace. That's unacceptable. If we want to make it to game 3, we got to face game 2 first. And we do it this way. We play it safe. Now Gorgeous, at least this hasn't changed, right? Gorgeous is very good. Now here comes Kyrie.
Yep, he immediately falls for it. The Shaw residue is keeping him alive, but eventually first blood will be achieved as Sky's unable to find boots in the process. Now, Blade of Tempest is already out. He's already dropped the turquoise boy stance. He's hoping to get a kill back at literally any boy. Keyboy is willing to take it for the team. Quickly uses that sprint. Imagine if he has that revitalize. Imagine, but with good purify from Keyboy keeps him alive this entire fight.
Imagine if Game 1's battle spell wasn't on purpose. What if he just thought the revitalize was purify? It worked anyways, right? But regardless, 400 gold ahead, approaching 500 here. First turtle spawned already with a clear priority for Onic, given their first blood drawn, which will result in a small XP gap. And as you can see, a small gold gap between these two teams. Keyboy with the attempted pull, and Pancake finds Sans.
Oh, very nice purify from Sans, keeping him alive. That could have been a kill, falling into the hands of Yoodo Red Giants. He's going to quickly recall and immediately try and get back into the middle of it. Skies now making his way over. He sees Boots. Keyboy wants to get into the middle of this fight regardless. And they actually make the steal happen. Keyboy was expected to fall, but Kyrie is a level up. Who gets the steal? No steal. Sky secures the turtle.
And all this time, Onic was left wondering, I'm wondering what the call was between them. Somebody said, yeah, no, I'm good. Go, take your purple. And then Kyrie kind of hopped in and out. So that's a small fumble. Now Yoodo Red Giants on the map. The first time in this series.
Yep, and now 1-1 so far. CW making sure the Pancake's position is known. Feathered Airstrike already being utilized on that wave. And I was expecting more oppression coming in from Yoodo Red Giants. I was expecting more of Skies just running deep into enemy jungle to try to make something happen. But Gojes now getting ganked on the top side once more. It feels like Onic are taking full advantage of this as Sans finally gets killed down by the bottom side in his own jungle.
How about that for oppression, Gideon? You were looking for it, and they gave it. A quick kill on the Sans in mid, and they're going to convert. Oh, look at all the gold going over to Yoodo Red Giants. They're approaching 1,000 ahead in just a snap.
Don't tell me that they're actually trying to supercharge Super Sif this time, right? He clears that bot side, goes into the mid, and actually gets a good amount of gold. Oh, the Terrifier to Keyboy's side. Third into G Kundo. Can they finish it off? No. Keyboy gets the walk away.
I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, that's definitely what it looks like. This is what they've been doing all throughout group stages. When Super Red would get his hands on the Claude, he would double lane. And he's using the mobility on the Claude to maximum efficiency, taking waves from mid and from bot. Now they catch one!
Yep, they're just going to make sure they get the free kill and now set up for this dive. CW quickly utilizing his ults to clear that wave. He doesn't want to die just yet, but with 16 seconds left on that clock, let's go check up on the EXP laners. I'm curious to see how that's been going.
It's been going better than all series long, to be honest, because Gojes has been, I wouldn't say winning, but not dying at least to a 2v1. Not as much as you would think, given Onic's focus on that lane. They've spent so much time in the past 4 minutes and a half trying to bully Gojes. And as long as Gojes can stay on point and get priority straight, they can win the turtle fight.
Yep, and they've already used so many abilities. Kyrie does. Oh, he has his retribution, but wants to trade back in. Boots ends up finding a kill. Sky secures the turtle, but in the meantime, Boots is going to take some massive damage coming in from Gojes. Wait, he's still trying to get into the middle of that fight, knowing that Skies is around. Keyboy is going to be nearby. The final slash into the Petrify. Boots able to dodge the Black Dragon tail. And now this is about mechanics. This is about skill. Boots holding up for his dear life. Gojes finds the kill, but Hilda won't make it in time. No, Keyboy doesn't find it. Doesn't get the trade.
Gojes got groovy moves, and now Keyboy pays the price. What a sequence up top. Yoodo Red Giants have done more than just clawed back into game 2 now. They're calling the shots. They're winning trades, Gideon. I mean, not oppressive as you would have preferred, but hey, they're doing much, much better than game 1.
They're doing way better. I'm surprised, right? Because Onic, they're putting so much focus on punishing Gojes for being so hot-blooded as an EXP laner.
And hot-blooded is what he needs to be. Again, he's playing a hero that gets right in your face. And we saw signs of what might the mid-game and the late game look like for this Yuzhong. And yeah, late entry and off-kilter angles, Black Dragon forms are what make the most of Yuzhongs, right? So Gorgeous knows what he's doing, and look, oh, they're pressuring him. He's gone.
Yep, he's going to have to use that Black Dragon form to get out of there. What? He manages to find the proxy shot residue. Why didn't he just... Oh, he could have just flown outside of the map, but he really thought he could get one more auto attack to sneak in and proc the shot to keep him alive.
All right. That's got to be the aggressive player in him, right? He's like, no, I wanna get out of this my way, and that's by killing y'all.
In the meantime, at least the bottom tier 1 has been unlocked. It's allowing Claude to actually roam around the map. He's going to go to that top side, playing very similarly to a Brody or even a Beatrix. You break that tier 1, rotate instantly.
Yep, and it makes quick work of that rotation. Pancake finds one, Feather Air Strike.
Oh, the Feather Air Strike is even more better. It's pretty good. ZaQT as well as Pancake, both low, as Kyrie is going to finish off that backline. And even with the Blazing Duet, it wasn't enough from Super Sif to actually make it work. Kyrie, he might just be able to fall. No! Super Sif doesn't find the auto attacks. His Keyboy continues to pressure the low members of Yoodo Red Giants.
And as Kyrie walked away, there was no possibility in Keyboy's mind that he would die, and indeed he did not. And suddenly, in that one sequence, it looks like it's Onic this time around who's calling the shots. Onic, way ahead this time. It doesn't show in the net worth, but they took that turtle like it was theirs to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of confidence in there, and I have to admit, Boots is playing on fire today.
Yep, Boots here currently has no big ticket items. He's ahead from Go just by about 300, 400 gold. But yeah, no, he's building what we would like to call a chop suey build. No full items that provide unique. Oh, wait. Guys.
Interception from Skies. Looking real cute, cool here. SYF gonna get on out of there with a BMI. No punish as they trade purples. Kyrie still looking for these opportunities, but yeah, they finally back away. And wow, Onic, it's like the defense on their own purple buff. When they realize, okay, we don't have the timing, let's go invade theirs. We got the timing on their purple buff.
Yeah, and that's what makes this such a great match to watch. Pancake finds a kick.
Way of the Dragon's already been utilized. Oh, Boat finds the final slash to block 2 in towards their ranks. Super Sif looking for CW. He's going to secure that kill with the help of Gojas, but he doesn't want to take his BMI just yet. Waits, takes it, and now Gojas, with the help of ZaQT, might be able to do something. No, all he has was the final slash in Boots. You don't steal my all, I'm going to take you out. Super Sif and as well as Sky is going to be pulled back into the fight. His final slash collapses. Kyrie finds the kill onto ZaQT, and Super Sif, he's out of there. Doesn't want any part of this no more.
2 for 1, an eventual trade. That was such a long sequence. I didn't expect for it to go that long. We started with a final slash. We ended close to it to a final slash. And with that, Onic are now in the lead. They got a solid, I'd say, 1,000 gold ahead here. 9 minutes in. And this is what you were saying, Gideon. They always know the next step. Even when they lose an engagement, even when there's no dice, fat chance we'll get anything out of this. Let's move on. And it's this very fast-paced tempo. It's this great decision-making process that seems to span all 5 members of hell. Even Coach Yeb might know. Coach Adi might know in the back. Yep, definitely going to do that. There it is.
I mean, they're making calls on each other, which is beautiful to see. It shows the preparation, but 9 minutes into the game, 6-6 kills, and the gold lead, there's barely any, right? It's so small. The overall gold as well kind of tells you the tempo of this match.
Yep. This has been a ping-ponging value. It's been rallying back and forth over the past 4 or 5 minutes. But if there is a true gap, if there is a big difference that they're making here, it's in their synchronicity, their communications. Down goes the Lord!
Oh, down goes the Lord, and Boots in the middle of the backline ends up dying regardless. SYF is still alive as Sky secures the Lord. Blade of Tempest already out, and they are done and out. Woof! Boots, he's playing hot, but he can't deal with all 5.
Yep, when it comes down to it, when it all goes to the collapse, it's still all about Yoodo Red Giants. They take not just the Lord, they take a mid lane tier 1 and Boots along the way. Yeah, Onic have been threading the needle. They've been living on the edge, as we could be talking about how it's a comeback for them. But no, Yoodo Red Giants still asserting dominance. They have a very small lead, mind you, but the map expected to go turn red in the next minute or so.
Yeah, and in terms of EXP, not too far away as well. Once again, trying to look for that punish on towards Boots' side, that the Toys Poisson, making sure that Vengeance isn't really going to get that much of a heal, but this Lord, oh man, look at the mid lane. It's getting cut right in half straight away. They're not going to have Lord Power minions in the mid side, and even the second wave is about to start collapsing too.
Oh wow, Kyrie stole the orange buff there away from Sekai's, and yeah, it's not going to turn as red, because there is a mobile answer from Onic as well, Kairi can just start cutting waves. And if only this wasn't a Ling, if this wasn't a Fanny, Onic would be in so much more trouble.
Yep, final slash to break the conceal. Pancake still looking for opportunities. No more G Kundo for him. He's got to get out of there as Kairi had to use the Blade of Tempest to get back out, but ZQT finds it with a Shadow Strike, takes him out.
Okay.
Oh, Super Sip, he might get the kill. He gets it! He gets the kill! This is such an important one for Saz. Their high ground defense! What? I wasn't expecting, of all people, why Super Sip? Looks like Super Red has been rubbing off on him.
He just shook off the rust, man. He's been waiting to play, and now Boots is in trouble!
He gets ping pong knocked up into pushback, and Keyboy wants to kill back, but ends up just throwing his body at the wall.
Just like that, it's just CW left on the map. Yoodo Red Giants taking everything away from Onic. And Super Sip fails to take the orange there. All right, so something tells me he was high off of the last sequence. Like, I can't believe I did that. Anyways, we're good. We're good.
Moving on.
This is great. This is great. Super Sif making a debut, putting Onic up against the ropes this time around. Looking at the items, that explains why Zach Cutie just knocked out members of Onic so quickly, man. He's got a Lightning Truncheon, a Divine Glaive, and he can go many different directions with the current items he has now. 700 gold up from Sans.
Yeah, well, actually, now that I notice it, not a majority of people don't actually have MR. No magic resist to protect themselves against it, right? The only person who actually has MR is going to be the Athena Shield coming in for Boots.
Yep, and Sekais has an Athena Shield himself.
Oh.
So they're the only ones who can really sit around in front of the opposing lineup. Lord here, pulled in, slightly favored to Yoodo Red Giants, down to a fifth of its health.
Yep, Final Slash is already going to put Zach QT out of position, but not into the position that he wants to for the Fatal Links. Oh no, Super Step, he's in trouble, BMSI just out of there, but into Kyrie, who's looking for the kill. His Boots still chasing him down. The Lord is secured by Yoodo Red Giants, but Boots will fall. Gojess and Pancakes continue to peel, and Kyrie, running out of energy, needs to regenerate himself. Gojess still in the middle of that fight, hands the kill over on a silver platter. 3-4-1 in favor of Onic.
Yoodo Red Giants kept their focus on the Lord, and you could see how quickly Onic made that call, how quickly they changed targets, and we all know the concept of the turn, right? They turned not just on their opponents, but even on the wave. That's what made that tier 2 push up top possible. Sans here, helping win with the fight, popping Sekai's immortality.
Can they peel him off? No, CW secures it with Relentless Apathy with a good kick towards that QT. They secure at least a trade onto Kyrie.
Kyrie falls, and so does the Lord in mid. Yoodo Red Giants didn't make the most of that major win. A Luminous Lord didn't even get to crash on anything big, but just the same, the past couple of minutes have been Onic's bounce back. This is Onic coming back into this 14-minute, 30-second game. Look at the damage leaderboard. Kyrie on top with your boy Super Sif. Man, Super Sif is making a believer out of me.
Yeah, I mean, he is building up fast, and Pancake looking for opportunities. Sees Keyboy and Boots is like, nah, don't really want to go for it. Let's back out of this. Way of the Dragon, Feathered Airstrike coming out. Wait, no, Boots pulls it back. Pancake getting punished for his sins.
They flattened my boy Archie. Oh, well, he has been finding amazing kicks, that's for sure. But right now, you can't afford to lose your life. More so in about 5 minutes from now when we hit TikTok timers. Onic has a small gold lead here, 1,000. But Gideon, I think you'll agree with me. In this game too, the gold lead meant very little to nothing.
Yeah, it meant very little to nothing. And more importantly so, I think, especially for Onic, this is their time where they can actually press advantages and really start to develop their leads, right? Or not even their leads, but at least play the game how they want to. They've got the core items to do so.
Yep, and their lineup gets punished less, especially when you're talking about Kyrie and Keyboy. Oh wait, another fight broke out!
Yep, Keyboy getting on top of Zach QT4 now, but this allows space for Kyrie to get a purple buff for himself, stealing it away from Skies. Now they can't really do too much about it as they're forced all the way back into their base. All outer turrets are gone.
Yep, from both teams. So now we can definitely say it's deadlock. And so far, this is just how the coins fell. This is how the tables are laid out. The cards on the table have fallen. Onic is calling the shots. Onic is the one choking Yoodo Red Giants out from the resources. And YRG can't cross the river right now. This is what I was going to say. it's so hard to punish Onic given that their two main independent, I'd say, patrol heroes in Kyrie's Ling and Kiboy's Hilda are so hard to catch. You have to commit so much to get these two guys down, and they're the ones who's making a difference on the map. They're the reasons why it's so blue.
Yeah, and more importantly, fact is, it's hard to catch Kyrie. He is a slippery boy, right? He is just pushing sideways, getting back into the neutrals, and then rinsing and repeating all over again. But Keyboy and Pancake, this is a completely separate battle, a battle of vision and information.
That's right. And it's very different, the consequences if Pancake falls and if Keyboy falls. And aren't they both the perfect folly to the ones that they're trying to catch? Pancake for Kyrie, Keyboy for Sekais, right? If you're able to, as the Hilda, pin down Sekais and say, no, he's over here, he's over here. There's so much that you're saving from Onic.
Wait. That bottom wave is actually building up really fast. This fight might actually break out rather sooner than later. Zach UT, he's in some trouble as the Feathered Airstrike has already started to chunk him down. It's getting a little low. Kyrie wants to get in the middle of this. Finally, the Black Dragon form is going to zone out the rest of them. Do they back away? The Petrify is good onto CW, but it means that the Immortality will break. Boots ends up falling. Keyboy should be next. His Gojas has bought enough time. Where are they going to keep on going with this?
XP lane for XP lane. And luckily for Onic, bad news for Yoodo Giants, the bottom lane didn't do much. Oh wait,
the
down
blessing duet of a lifetime! As Super Stiff ends up dying and CW gets traded for Pancake, a 3-for-2 trade in favor of Yoodo Red Giants.
Huge developments. I could swear I hear all of Selangor roaring from all the way here in Jakarta. Yoodo Giants win that engage. And another look once more. Super Stiff is on something else right now, man.
He really is. Wow. How did that? The timing of that could not be any more perfect, but let's jump back in because Kyrie is trying to slow down this Lord take. Sanzi's got the damage for it, but Kyrie's already chunked out Feather Airstrike, forcing Zach QT to flicker out. He's got no mana, but he's already got the Retribution off guard. He's running, but Gojas is here to save the day, to slow them down. The take is good, and now this is the end game.
Onic has taken no Lord so far, and every single time Yoodo Red Giants had a clean stake, a clean go at it. And you could chalk it up to what? Sekai's amazing retributions, or to the fact that they are so in sync, they all understand that if they're gonna turn Devil May Cry, I don't care, we need this Lord, and so far that's what's kept him in this game. Looking at the item builds, look at how far ahead Zach Cutie is of Sans. This is not a Sans game. No. This is not the usual way Sans plays.
It really isn't, but more so because he doesn't have that mobility, right? But here it comes. As they try to make into towards the final inhibitors, Feathered Airstrike is already out. They're looking for opportunities to get back in. The Super Stiff is getting some good shots. Feathered Airstrike to zone the rest of them out. It's good. Gojas is low, but Pancake's trying to make it out. So SYF quickly using the Winds of Nature to keep himself alive. But Keyboy, he wants to get some kills. He wants anything. A good kick. But no, this forces Gojas over the wall. The Black Dragon tail and the Shao Residue keeps him alive. Surprisingly enough, this is working out. Black Dragon form as well. Oh my god. How did nobody die there?
Oh yeah, how about that push by Kyrie down bottom? Do you see that coming?
Yeah!
What? This whole time, Lord was being dealt with inside Onic's base, and Kyrie was over in the bottom lane, bringing his own backup, taking that push. So yeah, eventually it still came down to a stalemate.
It feels like they're playing the exact same comp. They're doing the exact same moves each and every time.
They always have the next step to one-up the opponent, but the opponent understands and responds just the same. So I'm loving it. Yoodo Red Giants, despite the absence of Super Red, is playing out of their minds and is presenting a problem towards Onic.
Exactly.
This is Onic Prime, mind you.
This is Onic Prime. This is like I can't even put into words here, especially with Yoodo Red Giants, right? The literal underdogs. They didn't even expect to be here this far into the tournament.
You gotta give kudos and credit to every single member of the team. The fact that Super Stiff was ready to come in today and that he's this prepared, that he's stepping up toe-to-toe against CW, a multi-time MPL champion right now, in his home court.
Yeah, with the drums, with the crowd, and I'm talking about an Indonesian crowd. If you ask any pro player, an Indonesian crowd on home soil is a different beast.
It hits diff, but just the same, that might be what's fueling this young man. He's built Sif right now. 3-2-6. That doesn't tell you the whole story, fam. If you've seen the highlights, if you've seen the instant replays of what brought us past the 20-minute mark between Yoodo Red Giants and Onic, you wouldn't believe it. Here comes the Lord. It's spawned. It's an evolved Lord. And the map couldn't be even more deadlocked. Couldn't even be more equally managed if we wanted to see. And so far, these two have been playing footsies for the past 2 minutes. We've been talking, and they've been doing the same thing.
They don't know that Sans is in that pixel brush. They have no clue. They know Keyboy, they see Boots, they know CW roughly, but that's about it. I love the idea that at least with Yoodo Red Giants, they're just freezing up their own purple buff. They're like, okay, Kyrie, we'll fight you in your own jungle, but that's about it. If you want to come into ours, you're not going to find any profits.
Yep, the call was made. I saw Super Sif there, almost took it, but then they said like, no, let's make like Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. This is our house. We trap them in. If Kyrie comes in, then we punish. And Kyrie has been making the most of those odd angles. He has been coming in from far left, far right, and so far it's been working out. And this is the change that both of these teams need. Look at Super Sif. Oh, Keyboy.
Whoa, I mean, that's a lot. Super Sif has a lot of damage in build. Keyboy needs to respect that. He has immortality and will be able to regen it back up, but the information given is so valuable.
Yep. Check it out. All heroes, all players have their ults and their battle spells. So this is going to be as big a fight as it gets. Huge wave already inside Yoodo Red Giants base, so Zach Yudi has to answer. This may be the best chance for Onic to actually win, maybe get a 4v5 engagement, but nah. They're respecting the fact that Yoodo can also rotate pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying. It's so frustrating for both sides. Nobody is giving any leeway, and eventually someone's going to have to break.
Yep. EVOS Legends versus Onic, war flashbacks from the groups. This is a very similar situation.
It is a very similar situation.
We're short maybe 14 minutes, but we're getting there.
We're almost there in a matter of fact. Final slash already being used. We do see Kyrie, he at least has his purple buff, so he is kind of ready for this situation. ZachQT will clear the mid lane, but now we find the kick on towards Keyboy's side, but no, that's not going to result into anything. This might give the signal for Onic to turn, but that's when Yoodo Red Giants, they just reset the Lord and do it all over again.
That's right. Just as much of a bait as it is for Yoodo Red Giants to say, hey, look, we used ults. Onic is reading into this situation. Maybe that's exactly what Red Giants want him to do, and they do the exact opposite. Gideon, no turn. We'll continue managing the map, and then we'll see who gets bored first. It's a usual stalemate situation that we see in the Philippines, right? I think the Philippines is the progenitor of these slow-paced team fights, and right now it looks like they made the call.
Yep, it's going to be a 2v3 up on the top side from the north of Lord, but Super Sif, he's got more than enough damage. Wait, no, he's getting a little low. Feather ass strike. It's going to break his immortality. Gold just cancels it out, but immediately the Rose Core Meteor is going to keep him alive as Kyrie finishes him off in the backline. An opening created by Onic.
And just like that, a key player from Yoodo Red Giants is absent, and now Onic can continue and pursue all of their prior set goals. Lord, check. Purple buff. Sans, you take it. The rest of the waves are blue. They're on our side. The next few minutes now going to be very crucial for Yoodo Red Giants. 40 seconds until Super Sif comes back.
Yep, and despite all of that, look at how careful Onic is. They don't want to steal to be even remotely possible, telling CW, yo, slow this down. Let's open the map a little bit more. Get the info, nobody there? All right, let's finish it up. Let's time it right.
Yep. So they also timed it towards in-game time because Lord's going to be coming out at 25:15. So they want the waves to be exactly where they want them to be. They want that death timer on Super Sif to be super clutch. And they want to have all the waves crash in at the same time. Top, mid, and bottom. Look at this immaculate freeze from both teams. They both understand the orchestra that is the Land of Dawn.
Super Sif, he's now back. This could be the potential final fight here. 5 minutes into the game, this Lord isn't one tough cookie to crack as Skies gets pulled out. Doesn't really matter. So tanky, he's going to get that reset off as the top inhibitor will eventually fall to CW. Mid inhibitor also down. Lord coming down from the bottom side. Yoodo Red Giant, they're willing to sacrifice, take everything. As long as this crystal holds, we have a chance.
And that's all they've got going. It's a bare base, and the members of Onic marching in. Final slash used up. Flicker from Boots.
Yep, Gojes goes into the Black Dragon form. See Sans and Kyrie's side. They need to cut this down faster, quicker, but no, the second wave is coming in. They keep on zoning. Feather Airstrike onto one Zach uses side. Winds of Nature is out, and that is going to be GG for Onic. A slow-paced Cold War, but they are more experienced.
It hit critical mass, the amount of minions.